Hello, everybody. Welcome to the O.A Podcast, Episode 1. I'm your host, Andre, here, my co-host,
Oscar here, bro. How you doing?
Yo, boy, Oscar. This is, in fact, the third time we've recorded this episode. The first time we recorded, Oscar did not save
Hey, bro,
the file.
what are you talking about?
Second time we recorded, the computer was like, no, dog, psych, and it just crashed on us while trying to save. And this is the third time, technically episode 3, but
We're not going to say anything about
I'm gonna
that.
call it episode 3. Guys, I'm really excited to start this pod. Hopefully, we got Audacity running now. Everything's gonna do its thing. Everything's gonna do its thing. It's gonna be okay.
I hope it doesn't crash.
It won't crash. This is Audacity we're talking about, boys.
Audacity B. Not sponsored, though.
Not sponsored. I mean, this Audacity really needs to sponsor people, dog. It's just a free product, man.
It's just record your voice for free.
So, how we're gonna? God dang it, lamp! I called the lamp stupid. Microphone.
Alright, then.
How we're gonna start off every episode is a segment I like to call Random Rants, where I, Andre, like to rant about a random topic. Today's rant: Sonic 1 on the GBA. Hate it. Never liked it. Oscar's up here like, oh, I deleted Sonic CD for this masterpiece, doc. And he comes there with his freaking flapping, flipping, flim, flam GBA emulator, playing Sonic 1 on GBA, the worst port I've ever played.
What are you talking about? That's the best part.
Horrible. Okay.
You got no taste in games.
Okay, it's
you got no taste.
horrible. The screen is always too close to Sonic, so you can't see what's happening. It's choppy. The frame rate runs at like 5 frames per second. It's bad.
It's not my fault. You should have. Nintendo shouldn't be doing their work.
It's horrible. Oof. That was a good random rant.
What? That
boys.
Was even like a
That was
3
it.
minute-
That was
No,
it.
it's not, bro.
Is that it?
What about that time when you went to the movie theaters? Remember?
Oh, we'll talk about that later. That's for its own thing. That's not even random rant. Like,
Alright, then. So, what do you
wavelengths.
Next thing we're gonna talk about is the news. Something that
What's happening in
most,
the news?
most things don't talk about.
We're talking about this a third time. Guys, we're going to talk about DACA.
I thought it was DACA.
It's not DACA, it's DACA.
It's DACA.
So, if you guys have been living under a rock, you wouldn't have heard that DACA is shutting down. Basically, DACA keeps illegal immigrants who is brought here to the United States at a very young age illegally. It allows them to stay, not get deported. But good old boy, President Donald Trump, says, forget that. We're about to shut that mug down.
He's like, fuck you, B. That's pretty much it.
Pretty much it. I am not a Mexican. I do not know how this feels. My boy Oscar is. He's not what they call a dreamer. He was not brought here illegally. He was born here in the States. But Oscar, I want to hear how you feel about this.
Honestly, I wouldn't understand what these streamers are going through because, I was born here, got the papers and everything, didn't need a green card. But I feel bad because, honestly, people from America don't understand that we people from like other countries and stuff, we don't there's not many options for us. It's either like go back there and work in the rice fields or the cornfields or something, or I don't know. There's no really other option. That was it. That was it pretty much. And I'm just disappointed that our president thought that it would be a good idea to get rid of DACA to begin with. I mean, it's not good in other countries like Mexico and stuff. It's rare to get education. I mean, I don't know about now, but I remember hearing stories from my mom, and she's just oh, back in the day, we didn't really have to go to school. We could gone to the cornfields and still live. And I was just that's pretty weird. But it's whatever. I mean, good thing I was born here. My grandpa and everything, he brought everybody over here, fair game and everything like that. But yeah, that's what I think about that. I'm Trump, if you're listening to this,
I doubt it.
Which I doubt it.
Podcast me,
But please, just don't shut down DACA. You don't understand what it's like to live in another country that's like full of poverty and like bad education, famine everywhere, and you just don't understand what it is.
I feel you, Oscar. I mean, again, I can't really relate to this situation. I can't think about how it's hard for me to imagine making a living, making a life here in the States, and some big huge hairy Cheeto man says, "Sorry, dog, I'm finna daddy up on you kids. And
Gotta go home."
You guys gotta go home."
Like,
Like,
the thing is like, the thing is like, if these streamers have to go back to like their home country, they'd have to like restudy all over again, and like, who's gonna do that?
it's like, I mean, with people in our school who are dreamers, I've seen interviews of them. Some of them broke down crying during some of the interviews. It was really sad stuff. Like, I really, both of them, like, again, I can't relate with this per se,
Neither can I.
but I mean, sad stuff, man. Also in the news,
Those hurricanes, bro.
Um,
Why are these hurricanes keep on piling up like left and
Hurricane
right?
Irma. Okay, first up, before we start this, guys, please support the people's lives who have been changed due to Hurricane Harvey. Please support the people in Houston. They need all the help they can get right now.
Um,
Donate water bottles, donate diapers, snacks, literally anything.
that
Donate
PS4.
that PS4. $1 helps, guys. Just laying that out there. But geez, that damage in Houston was crazy. Hurricane Irma just hit. I didn't hear much about Irma. I don't know the damage back there. But I did see what happened in Colombia when Hurricane Irma hit Colombia.
How bad was it?
Horrible. Like, it was like, it was like,
brrrr. I was like, wow.
it was pretty bad stuff. Pretty sad stuff. And there, what is that?
What do you mean? What's what?
You hear that? That's that. You hear that?
The Dr. Peppers.
It's Dr. Pepper's freaking squealing.
But yeah, like, I feel
And
bad.
there's two hurricanes following Irma. I know one is Maria. I don't know the other one.
It's like Jose or something.
Yeah, Hurricane Jose to Hurricane Maria.
Isn't that like in
Maria.
the Caribbean? Isn't that like in like the Central America and stuff?
Where
I don't know. I thought it was like somewhere
What do
in
you
Puerto
mean?
Rico.
What?
I thought it was like somewhere in Puerto Rico.
is what in Puerto Rico?
The other two hurricanes, Maria and Jose.
We're following Irma, so they're probably gonna. Yeah,
Oh, okay then. I was just like, I'm not knowledgeable about this stuff.
but I think Hurricane Irma was like dropped to it was Category 5, and I think it dropped to like her like tropical storm. But I think it was still pretty bad hurricane that hit. Sad stuff going on down there.
Man, you know what sucks? It's been raining over here for like a week now.
Has it?
Have you not been noticing?
What, like middle of the night?
It's been raining over here in like Indiana for like in the middle of the night.
Oh, I'm sleeping.
I mean, it's all because of like the whatchamacallit, like the hurricanes. That's what people are saying. It's because of,
Spit on my face.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You good?
Spit on my face.
Just call up Paul Blart.
Paul Blart. Speaking of Paul Blart, let's hop on that segue to another topic. Recently, if you guys do not know, big YouTuber PewDiePie, the biggest YouTuber on the website, has over 50 million subscribers. That's crazy. Like 50 million.
I don't think we're.
Let's think about it. 50 million people was like, I'm gonna press that button.
You what?
Like over 50 million people were like, I'm finna press that button.
He's pretty much a public figure.
He's a public figure. Basically represents YouTube and everything that happens. But recently, while he was streaming a little game called PUBG, he just hard R N-word right there. It was used as an insult, not like a racist insult, more as like F you, you know, like kind of just, you know,
Like in the heat of the moment. There we go.
heat of the moment. Didn't really think about it. He just said it. It wasn't meant as a racial thing. If you watch the video, you can clearly see that it wasn't meant like racially. He wasn't attacking his race or anything, because you don't even know what race he is. You know, they're playing a video game. But I still think that's no excuse. I think using the N word in any kind of context or fashion is just horrible, especially hard R. Like, it's really bad. I mean,
How do you feel about this, Andre? Like, you know,
me,
as
yeah,
being
I'm.
African American and everything.
I wasn't too offended by him saying the N word. I was more offended on how like loosely he said it, like he says it all the time. Like, I don't approve of people saying the N word at all. I don't like it. I know it's pretty much like, without the ERs, like friend or homie, whatever you wanna call it. But I mean, it still kind of makes me uncomfortable
I mean,
because it's like, ugh.
the word has history, pretty much.
The word has history. It goes back. That's like, I don't know very many. Hold on. I don't know very many slang terms and whatnot for other races. Like the N word is like pretty much the only one I know. It's kind of like not really. That's because that's the one I've heard. That's the one I've learned about because my skin color. That's the one. We've been basically forced to learn about and know. I mean, like I know the difference of attacking someone's race and just saying something offensive. Like he was just saying something offensive, and if you watch the video, you can clearly tell that he instantly regretted it. Like
He apologized right after.
he apologized right after, and like during the live stream, he was like, "Oh, geez, I messed up." Like, you can tell he was kind of nervous afterwards. But if you guys didn't know, I mean, I don't tell very many people this, but I was actually like attacked by another lady, like just hard R N word. I mean, I was walking home from school, and I had my headphones in, and across the sidewalk, I hear this lady screaming, yelling or whatever. I just paid no attention to it because I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on. I'm just about to mind my own business. So we crossed paths, and she's like, "Hey, I'm talking to you, N-word," and I'm like, "Excuse me?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, I have my headphones and I didn't hear you." She was just like, "You heard me, N-word. Don't make me come over there and like." She's like, "I'm not afraid of you, N-word. I'm about to call the police," and I'm like, "Oh my lord." I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. I was shocked. This was the first time, I believe the only time, someone has intentionally tried to make me like feel less because of my race, and it's like, I think it was pretty. I don't think I was too bothered by it. I think it was more of a mind opener for me because I was in middle school, like 7th grade when this happened, but it really opened. It really let me know
The world is.
how the world is, how the real world is. Give me a little taste of it. Give me a little like, hey, you better get your stuff together, or
You're ready to get slam dunk.
you're gonna slam dunked by these hard R yelling racist.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, when PewDiePie said the N word, I wasn't like, I really didn't pay much attention to it because I'm not black myself, but I still think it gives him no excuse to like say the N word because he's pretty much like streaming this to like a lot of people.
I think it was like over 12,000 people was watching this live stream. A little over, maybe 20,000 people at the least. Oh no, 12,000 at the least. Like 20,000 is probably like, because when he streams, I know like 30,000, 20,000 people will watch him. So I'm just going off past streams, but it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, how many viewers you have. You need to be careful of what you say, because I mean, it may just be a word to you, but to other people, it's like history.
And on the PewDiePie saying the N word, we also have another guy who blatantly said the N word, and like people are calling him the hypocrite.
H3 Productions basically covered the same story that we're covering now. I'm sorry to cut you off, by the way.
It's okay. You're gonna
Okay. But H3 Productions also covered. He's a big YouTuber, like 4 million subscribers. 4.7 million. That's almost 5 million. Personally, I like H3. I like his content. I think he's a funny guy. But on his podcast, he covered the
whole thing.
Covered the whole thing. Covered what happened, and was saying like, "Hey, this isn't cool" and whatnot. But he's also blatantly said the N-word
On iDubbbz podcast.
on
the
no,
iDubbbz interview.
he was interviewing iDubbbz.
Yeah.
He had iDubbbz as a guest. iDubbbz says it all the time. He just says it because like I know he said because it was like
Comedic
it
value.
it was a callback to someone who said it to him, and like he would like kind of call it back. It's like a reference almost to an old video. But I mean, so H3 quoted him and whatnot. I mean, I'll find the video and put it in the description so you guys can see it yourself. But I mean, I don't know. I don't even care, honestly. Just
Don't be a hypocrite, bro.
don't be a hypocrite. You know.
I mean, there's a bunch of videos covering this topic too on how Ethan is a hypocrite, and I'm gonna have to agree with them, because pretty much like you wanna like
That's kind of surprising
because,
hearing
like,
from you because you really like H3H's content.
yeah, but like the thing is like if you're gonna smash on PewDiePie for saying the N word, why don't you smash on iDubbbz? I mean, they're still saying the same word. Like it doesn't matter like what context they use it. They still said the word either way. You should like praise one and then like not and then just like smash on the other.
I guess
for the
in
same word.
defense, I'm a little sick right now. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off again. But I guess in his defense, with that whole situation, PewDiePie, again, is the biggest YouTuber on the site, and and I mean like, so I guess what PewDiePie does it, okay, believe it or not, what PewDiePie does affects the entire website, because PewDiePie made a really offensive joke. He basically, there's this website where you can pay $5 to a person. They'll say something or do something.
Are you talking about that?
Yeah, this is good past, but this was quite a while ago now. But he made offensive. He told them to do something offensive, and he didn't know that they would actually do it, and they did it. And
He fucked up the ad revenue. Like
the
good.
Wall Street Journal covered it, and then all the ads, all the ad holders were like, "Hey, we can't have our ads shown on this offensive site." So a lot of people pulled ads, and then revenue went down. Basically made it harder for YouTubers to make money on the site. So people are especially mad because if this messes them over again, they could be without a career. Because believe it or not, YouTube is a lot of people's careers. Like,
people don't see that. They just like, oh,
That's-
why just watching the same person doing the same thing again? Well, like parents who don't understand about YouTube, some of these guys like they depend on your child or whatever to like look at their content or in order for them to make a living.
just like, because that's how people make a living, through ad revenue. When an ad plays, you get some of the money made. But yeah, I mean, that's for another video. But I mean, again, that's my stance. That's our stance. I think it's time to go to another topic. Drake Bell's he's coming to the school on Wednesday.
Our school.
Our school, I don't know what this deal is. Everyone's like, oh, we're having like a field day kind of thing. We just kind of mess around, drink, eat.
Takis, sparkling water.
And it's like, yeah, what's up with that? I heard that from like 2 different people. What's Takis and sparkling water?
I think we're gonna be like sponsored, not much advertised, but like sponsored by them. Or they're just gonna like bring.
I know
their
Papa
stuff.
John's is sponsoring our football team and whatnot, but I don't. That's beside the point. Drake Bell is coming to the school. I really want. I don't think he'll say yes. I really want to confront him and say, "Come on our podcast." I was thinking when I heard about it today, I was like, that'd be fun. I don't even care about the views. I just want Drake Bell sitting in a seat in front of this microphone.
I mean, well, I get to go to like this one thing on Wednesday, and like it's about this like mass media and other people coming in, and like Drake Bell's gonna be there, so I might like pull out like a notepad.
Well, we're all there. It's the whole school.
Oh well,
That's what I'm talking about.
But anyways, as I was saying, I'm just gonna like because it's like a Q&A, and
It is a whole
it's
school,
gonna be
right?
it is a whole school.
Okay, but to say that they only make this mass media classes, I'm about to be upset.
But yeah, what I heard is that like, I think on Wednesday and like in the auditorium during second period, there's gonna be like a whole thing going on with like the mass media students and everything, and like it's gonna be a Q&A, and like Drake Bell's gonna be there.
Like a panel almost?
Yeah, and I'm gonna be there too, and I might like pull out my notepad and stuff,
About
and like
to skip.
and like I'm about to like ask him questions about
How many
few
people
things.
do you think are about to be like, what's up with that wedding day?
Everybody.
Dude, I feel really bad for Drake Bell. If you guys don't know, Josh Peck and Drake Bell. They had a little show on Nickelodeon called Drake and Josh.
Dan Schneider, what the fuck?
Part of my childhood, honestly.
Yeah.
But Josh didn't invite me to the wedding. Blah 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 blah. It got salty. Blah 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 blah. I don't care about celebrity drama. Blah 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 blah. I kind of want to ask him myself, like, dog, you guys friends now, or what's going on with that wedding situation?
I heard from like different people that they're actually they're like chill now. But like I don't know. They're like I'm not into that stuff.
But
like,
I don't care about celebrity drama, so let's go on that Paul Blart segue.
we're not TMZ.
We're not TMZ. Let's head on that Paul Blart segue to another topic. Yesterday, ew, I think my mouth. I'm sorry.
Oh man, what are you gonna talk about?
Yesterday, I was supposed to go to see it with two other friends, and one friend was supposed to pick up the other, and they were supposed to meet at the movie theaters. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna chill at the movie theaters a little bit early, and just wait for them. So I was like, I was there for a little while, and I was like, hey, where you guys at? And the person supposed to get picked up was really confused too, like, hey, where's our friend? And something came up. I think his mom was sick or something. I mean, it's okay. It's whatever. So I was like, I'm about to watch Spider-Man Homecoming. Because I haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming. It's been out for a very long time. I wanted to catch it before it was out of theaters.
I mean, it's pretty good.
And yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
But, so I go there and I pay for my ticket. $11, by the way. $11. And I go and pay for my ticket. And I'm like... I'm about to buy a Frosty. So I bought a Frosty, $8. And I go because there's normally a lady there to, take your ticket, make sure you pay for your movie. But no one was there. So I was salty because I honestly would have just walked in if I knew she wasn't there. I would have just walked in, go to the movies, and it would have been all like that. I would have bought my Frosty, and I still would have had $10 left. But no, I used all my money that I brought with me. I only brought $20 with me because I didn't want to overspend. So I was really salty already. So one, my day's already going bad because I just spent $20. I got stood up by my friend, and I just spent $20 on some crap I could have not bought. Could have bought popcorn, but popcorn's expensive. I just wanted just a Twizzler and a freaking and a Frosty, but it wasn't even a big thing. A Twizzler, it was $5, and I seen that same packet at the dollar store.
Movie
so
theaters,
I was really upset. Like, why do movie theaters cost so much? Like, we're already buying your movie for $12 at the most. And my other question is, why wasn't anyone there? This is the weekend. This is the second weekend of a big budget blockbuster horror film that everyone's gonna be watching, and people can just walk in. Like, I'm upset by that. So I walk in the theater, and I'm down the steps, and the theater's completely empty. And I was like, I can sit wherever I want, because when the lady asked me, okay, is seat E3 good for you? And I was like, yeah, whatever. She made it seem like it was gonna be packed or something, but no one was in there.
Boy, it was dry, B.
It's okay, it was dry. But that's what I thought. I'm at the bottom of the steps, and I see this figure. It's kind of moving rapidly. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a curtain or I don't know. It looked like 4 arms or something. It looked like all I saw was 4 arms, and I was like, what is this?
It's probably 2 humans, obviously.
It's 2 humans, maybe at the worst making out. That's what my first thought was. These 2 people are making out in this empty movie theaters. Good for them. I won't bother them. But I'm like, I won't be sure until I find out. So I take my phone out, and I flash the flashlight in their face. This man, I'm sorry, I wanted to keep this podcast PG. I got to bleep out all of Oscar's bleeps. But I might even not, because it's about to get PG-13. This man was masturbating, beating his meat, flipping the beam. Is that master? Yeah.
Flipping the beam? What the fuck?
And I'm like, okay. I yelled, I was like, what are you guys doing? There were 2 guys in there, and I didn't see what the other guy was doing, but I was not about to wait and find out. I walked out of there, and like the guy, he made direct eye contact with me. He started like pulling his pants up and whatnot, and this family of 3, father, daughter, son. No, father, mother, son. He looked 5 at the oldest, but. And I was like, hey, you guys about to watch Spider-Man? They were like, yeah. And then I was like, well, wait just a second, because I said it out loud, and I felt really bad because I completely disregarded the fact that their 5-year-old son was there, and I'm very sorry to this family who may not be listening. I doubt they're listening. I don't know, but I'm very sorry that I just said I should have went to and whispered or something. I should have said. I should have whispered this to you, but I just straight out said, "There's a man in there masturbating."
What the fuck? Like,
I'm very sorry to that 5-year-old son of yours.
He's gonna be asking what's masturbation. That's Andre. You should have thought about your actions.
I instantly regretted it. Like once I had told him, I didn't know the son was there until I said my sentence. There's a man in there masturbating.
That boy's gonna be asking hella questions. My thing is like,
and they're like, oh, and then the guy walked out, and it was even scarier because we had already saw each other. The man who was masturbating and we already saw each other because before I got dropped off, we had to stop and get gas, and I saw this man like in a truck, like pull up too, and I saw this man. We made eye contact there, and then I saw this man again walk in as I was waiting for my friends. I saw this man walk in, dead in my face. He had like an orange vest. He looked like he just got off of work. Like some kind of construction job, like orange vest.
oh yeah.
So I'm like, this man's got a job, but what is he doing? This man is, when I see him walk out of the theater, cause he knows I knew what he did. He's sweating like a mofo, and a second man follows him, and I'm like, what were you guys doing in there, man?
What? That's wrong, bro.
So.
My question is for those
We
guys.
walked in, me and the family, we walked in together, and I watched Spider-Man. And Spider-Man was good. Beginning of the movie, I was like, I could not get that image out of my head. Like, it was so bad. But go on, Oscar. What are you saying?
Nah, my question is like, what were the guys thinking? Like, what? Like, who did they think? Who were they waiting for? That's my question. Were they like that? Were they waiting for some biddy to come through and just like like help him out in that situation? Like, why would they want to masturbate, bro? That's my question.
Well, I mean,
and especially in public. Oh my.
Okay,
God.
one, why are you doing this in public? I understand this is an empty movie theater. Spider-Man is about 4 months old, maybe even 5 months old at this point. You don't think anyone's gonna walk to? I don't think he paid for his ticket. So one, that's already a violation. You did not pay for your ticket.
Maybe.
Probably not. Why would you pay for a ticket just to, like, you serious? I'm not going to pay for a ticket if I'm not even going to watch the movie.
What the fuck, dude? This is wrong in all ways, shape, and form. Like, just go home. What the fuck, dude?
So, that's one. Two, you're in public. Like, I'm pretty sure are there cameras in the movie theaters, or do you not allow that?
I don't know. I think there is cameras.
I really hope there was.
If you're like, what is it, like, recording the movie on the low?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, they're probably just cameras. Who knows? I don't know.
But if there is, I don't think anyone's checking Spider-Man if only one man paid for his stupid ticket. Okay? If only one guy paid for his ticket, what's the worst he's going to do?
Beat his feet.
If I'm the only person who paid this ticket, this young boy they're like, what's the worst he can do if he records the movie? Oh well, it's probably already up on the internet anyway. They're not gonna check this cheap movie. Can they even afford cameras, dog?
I don't know.
They can't even afford to give me a good price on a Frosty.
Like, what the fuck? Do your job, dude. What are you doing? I'll be like, I out of your boy, kid.
Away from the microphone. Look at those wavelengths, dude. Look at those.
It doesn't matter. I'm just triggered. Like, what? Why has he got to beat his meat out of all places, the movie theaters? Why can't he just do it at home like regular people?
I don't know, dog. But, I mean, that was my experience. It was not fun.
I mean, my experience... Well, actually, I didn't have much experience besides the point that the fucking movie theaters is so expensive. Why is it got to be $8 for the small? And why is it got to be like $8?
$8 I got a large. In my defense, I got a large. It was pretty big. But I'm not paying $8 again.
Better give me free fucking refills every time I get in there, B.
I'm not going to pay $8. Only way I'm buying that Frosty again is if I'm just walking in that theater. I'm not paying for my ticket.
Exactly.
I will pay for my Twizzlers and my Frosty, but nothing else. That's all you get from me.
Exactly. You think we're a donation?
Not a donation. This is I farted. I'm sorry.
This is an equal trade. like, I gotta get what I paid for, or else what's the point of me
Exactly.
coming? No. And now, I mean, like, I think you could go to sleep now since you said about this, maybe.
Yeah, I was up at night.
Let's just segue ourselves into another stuffy thingy, my bobber.
What today is?
What's today? Wait, hold up.
September 18th. You know what comes out tomorrow?
September 19th.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Man, I've waited for another Marvel vs. Capcom game. I mean, okay, so let's talk about Marvel vs. Capcom, the game in general. So, I think, okay, let me remember. So, it was like 1990.
I really want to give him a Marvel vs. Capcom. It's Marvel characters and Capcom characters. They punch each other in the face. It's been a very long time since we got one. I think 2008 is our last game. And this game looks really good. And I didn't pre-order it because I have no money. But I will get it soon.
But yeah,
okay.
Anyways.
I'm very excited.
Let's talk about our Marvel vs. Capcom experiences. I want to start off.
Okay, go on.
So I remember during the PlayStation 2 era, I had.
Oh, so you're really loud.
I had I had a PS2, and I had like a bunch of games on it. And when I went to GameStop to get like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, that game was like cheap, $10.
Yeah.
I was like, nobody wanted this, but I was like, maybe it is worth $10, because my mom didn't want to spend $30 on a new game. Like $60 on a new game, so she's like, get the cheap games, and I was like, oh, okay. So I got Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I was like, this might be good because I like Spoonerman and Ken fighting it out, bro.
Yeah.
And so when I got it, I immediately fell in love. I was like, I gotta get the other versions of this game. Where's Marvel vs. Capcom? And so I digged around, and eventually I did find Marvel vs. Capcom for the PlayStation. And since PlayStation 2 is backwards compatibility and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I was able to play it on there, and man, it was just beautiful. I just loved it, bro.
My first experience was Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the original Xbox port. I played it all the time, but I mean I could never remember the name of it, so I just remember having a lot of fun with it. I never really remembered the name until a couple years later, my godbrother was like, I got some games I don't want. And he gave me Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate 3 for the Xbox 360. And I played.
It's Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom.
Is
3.
it? I'm sorry.
Get your facts straight.
I'm sorry. But I fell in love with Marvel vs. Capcom in that moment. And I'm so excited to play Infinite. I played the story demo over and over and over again. I'm so excited.
My question is, out of the whole Marvel vs. Capcom lineup, which one was the worst?
I don't know. I don't think any of them were the worst, honestly.
Honestly, if it were me, I think 3. 3 for me was just like, why? I mean, I remember watching this video, the Angry Joe Show. I don't know if you watched it.
Oh yeah,
he did a review on Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and he was just like, just wait till they make Super Ultra Marvel vs. Capcom. His prediction came true, and he was just like, it's just a joke.
Jeez.
And I actually kind of agree with him too, because they didn't even add a lot. They were just like spectator mode, and then it was just like what, 12 new characters?
I think they took a lot more out than they did add, because Marvel vs. Capcom 2 had an insane amount of characters.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is like the fighting game with the most characters to date, I think.
Okay, I think I fixed it. I think it was unplugged. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. The microphone was just like, no, sir.
Cut that off, B.
Okay, I will.
But anyways.
But, I mean, we're going to segue.
Out.
Well,
I mean, you said none of the Marvel vs. Capcom. One of the Marvel vs. You never had an opinion on which one was the worst, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have an opinion of which one's the best more than I do the worst.
The best?
The best Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
That game was like a masterpiece. It was a gem. It was a hidden gem for the PS2. And then, what is it? So I wanted to get it, too, because, I already got, my PS3 and everything. And so I want to find it for the PS2 because, reasons. Licensing for these.
Jesus Christ. Well, okay, if you're going to scream, you don't have to be...
No,
you don't have to be direct.
Listen to this.
But it's just going to sound like... Like...
Oh, yeah. But anyways, I don't know why, but fucking PSN had to take it off. the like a sale and
It,
everything.
I
So
think
now
it was because of
licensing.
because Disney bought. Because I know the original Marvel vs. Capcom. Because they took off Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on the 360 uh, game store, and they took off the original Marvel vs. Capcom. They made a port off the 360 store. So I mean, I know they did that around the Disney buying the license from Marvel and whatnot.
I mean, I want it because I remember seeing Marvel's Capcom 2 being sold for the PS3, and I was just like, dang, I'm ready. And then like and then like what, 2 years later or so, it's gone, and I'm over here like, why? And so I did my research, and it's just because of licensing. I'm over here like, oh my god. And so now it's like it's pretty rare to find these like copies of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I mean, just on Amazon, I found Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for the PS3, the PS3 port for it, and it was just like what, $700 for the new one. I was like, no way in hell.
Jeez.
I was like, no way in hell I'm about to spend that much money for one game. And who knows? Maybe I might get bored of it one day.
One day.
One day. But I doubt it because Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was a beauty. It was a beauty. But anyways, let us segue out of here, B.
What now? You know what? Let's talk about something.
That iPhone, bro.
That
iPhone X.
Jeez, you wouldn't even let me finish my sentence before I could even say iPhone.
iPhone X. Let's talk about that iPhone and
So,
Apple's decision.
our first recording of episode 1, we reacted to the iPhone X live as it was announced, and it was like a couple hours after it was announced. So we just kind of looked at a couple articles and whatnot, and looked at the website. Guys, we've gotten to the point where an iPhone will cost you over $1,000.
Yeah, $1,000, bro.
$1,000.
Be like, I mean, first off, who has the money for that? That's my question.
Like,
we're low on funds, so like, no way in hell we're about to touch that.
The iPhone X is one of those devices, that only celebrities are gonna buy. And it's like
it's gonna blow up right after.
It's like the hoverboard kind of thing where it used to be like $3,000 where only celebrities had them, but then they were like everyone had them and it was like $200. But I don't think the iPhone will drop to $200 anytime soon because that's like the price of an iPhone 5 now. It's $200.
Yeah, that's true.
4 years later.
That iPhone X is like it's gonna probably drop like $50, and it's still too fucking expensive because
I know the iPhone 8. I think I didn't even know the iPhone X. What is this?
I thought the iPhone X was
I thought iPhone X was the 8. So
my question.
What happens when the iPhone 9 comes out?
Okay, so I don't know. It's just gonna happen. But my question is
just gonna happen.
My question is for Apple is like, why decide on one phone? Don't sell 2 of them because people expect the iPhone 8. No one expected the iPhone X. No one expected that jump.
I will be fair. I mean, the iPhone X has a lot of good specs and a lot of good features that I think I really need, but I don't think
it's worth $1,000.
You really gotta, you're really it's like Verizon. Like Verizon has the best connection, but you're really gonna pay for that. Like you're really about to pay for that connection.
Like you want unlimited data? Give me that $80 a month fee. Give me $80 a month and I'll give you that limited data. Be like, but no, I don't think okay, so here's the worst case scenario. If you're like a middle class person, like you're in the middle class and shit, the worst case scenario to buy this iPhone X is like they're gonna have to tell you, you can't rent it. You're gonna have to buy it, and they're gonna have to buy our fucking service. Okay, so let's do the math. The iPhone X, like $1,000 right there. Their service is like $80. And then, if you want to move your contacts and shit like that, maybe another $80.
Well, you don't gotta pay to move your. It's all in your SIM card.
And if it's not on your okay.
And if it's not on your SIM card, then that's it. Game over. You gotta get your friends again.
Got him. But yeah, that's the worst case scenario. I feel like you want to get that iPhone X, and they're like, "Ha, we can't let you rent it anymore." And my question is,
well, how do you rent an iPhone? I mean, I know you can do layaway, as you just pay a couple dollars a month.
Well, I mean, maybe layaway. That's what I mean.
So I know you can't rent an iPhone. I'm not gonna go to my local Blockbuster video and be like, hey, let me rent this iPhone B, just for the weekend.
you know, talking about Blockbuster, what happened?
Netflix happened.
Netflix.
I miss Blockbuster.
Blockbuster was.
But it doesn't matter because your boy Family Video coming in.
Family Video. All right. I mean, I remember, but I don't know. We're going off topic with the whole iPhone thing, but like, let's just segue into this one then.
You don't gotta mention that we're going through a segue.
So,
Oscar.
whatever. Anyway.
We can just have it naturally.
Shush. But anyways, yeah. So I was saying, Family Video. How long has it been since I've been there? Hold up.
I think last time.
I was like 8. I think I was like 9 years old when I went to Family Video.
The first time you went or last time you went?
Last time I went.
Oh, jeez.
I
Last time I went was like actually a couple months ago because I wanted to, because before that it's been a very long time since I last went. But I went there again a couple months ago after a very long time before I bought Overwatch because I was like, you know what, I'm going to rent Overwatch, see if I like it. And I also rent a ukulele to see if I like it when that came out.
But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, I remember I was like 9 years old and how long, now I'm 16 now. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 7 years now?
Yeah.
Damn, like, that's a very long time. And Family Video has a really good place in my heart, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because that's where I got my movies at, that's where I got my games at, that's where I got everything. And I swear, I always see, like, every time I go to a Family Video, they always have this Wii box, and they're like, okay, let's see who's gonna win it, bro. If I go there next time, I swear to God, there's gonna be that Wii there. It'll be like, who's gonna win this Wii?
Do they have that?
They still have it.
I've never seen that before. I've seen like the whole gumball machine where it's like if you get this certain color, you can get a free movie or game. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've also seen the scummiest thing I've ever seen is if you get this certain color, we'll donate. Why don't we just
donate
if you buy a gumball, we'll donate. Not if you get a certain color, like 1 out of 12, like 15 chance of you getting this color, so we can donate to cancer.
Just donate to cancer. What do you
Honestly, I thought that was really scummy, low key. Like just.
Like Family Video has a good place in my heart, but like that's scummy. That's pretty scummy.
That's just my opinion.
But yeah, well, it's whatever. I mean, I remember getting my PS2 games there. I remember getting the whole Dragon Ball Budokai thing. It was pretty good.
Oh wait, I can. Oh.
Man, sorry guys. He's testing out, the.
I can higher the volume.
No, don't do that. But
yeah.
Yaga. But nah.
Jesus, those way.
You wanna segue out of this Family Video segment?
What now? I mean, we've been recording for 43 minutes.
We're not even into our.
We haven't even hit that hour mark yet.
Let's keep on going, bro. I mean, there's a lot of things we could talk about.
Well, then you start this song then. I've been doing it. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Go ahead. You
I don't have any. Go ahead.
Man, I mean, I kind of wanted you to like interview me and stuff. First episode, bro.
First episode. I guess you're right. We have to talk about ourselves a little bit since this is the episode 1 of the O.A Podcast.
And let's do just like the O.A Podcast.
I turned the volume up so you can't really get close this time.
Okay, but anyway, so it's called the O.A Podcast. So the O goes first in front of the A, bro. So like
the A.O Podcast.
So
it always sounds weird. I just did O.A.
So that's why it's called the O.A Podcast. So like, guess who goes first? Your boy.
Go ahead, Oscar. Talk about yourself.
It's an interview, obviously.
Why is it an interview?
What?
Just talk about yourself.
It's not an interview, bro.
It's not an interview. Just talk about yourself. Stop swinging around the pop filter.
I don't wanna.
Well, you're gonna have to talk about yourself anyway. So go ahead. I'm gonna give the mic to Oscar.
All right.
He keeps getting loud. We both keep getting loud. And I turned the recording volume up so we don't have to get too close to the microphone.
I got that spice.
Those wave lines are insane now.
You know what? Let me talk about myself.
So I'll just lower the volume and Audacity.
All right then. Let's talk about myself. I am Oscar. I am a I am a fucking sophomore. Over
Please.
here at
I
your
got a
boy.
bleep.
Shush, I'm over here at a sophomore at Ben Davis High School, bro.
We don't have to dox ourselves.
I mean, whatever.
Never give our identity.
I didn't even give out my last name. That's the best part.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, I'm a high school student. Blah blah blah. I mean, my life's been going pretty chill not recently, just the whole time. You know.
This wasn't chill.
Just no.
Having to replace the pop filter. Don't break it.
Just let it be. But anyways, yeah, you know, I'm doing my thing. Wanted to start YouTube. I don't care how I started YouTube. I just wanted to start it. But
yeah,
But yeah.
if I shout this podcast out on my old channel, you guys already know. I did YouTube for a very long time, since 6th grade. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, honestly. It was just, amateur stuff, just me blabbing into the microphone, playing games, and doing random stuff. I actually privated a bunch of videos recently because they were so cringy. Like, they were horrible. So I gotta private more videos today. When I get the chance, whenever this goes up, I'll private them.
Never mind. Let's not talk about myself. Let's not do the interview. Let's talk about something even more juicier.
But we gotta talk about ourselves anyways.
Nobody.
We'll talk about that later. We're gonna talk about ourselves.
Alright,
This is episode 1 of the O.A Podcast. They have to know who we are.
Okay, yeah, fine. I'm Oscar. I'm a high school student. I'm 16 years old. My life has some up and downs recently. Well, not really recently, but like recently, as in like a few years. I mean, I've been through the brave and the bold. No Batman in it, but
You speak up a little bit. It looks the wavelength.
Hey man,
a little
calm
thin.
down. Don't tell me how to speak up.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, I like to eat Cheerios. No, I'm kidding.
These are good.
I like to eat what's it again? Pizza. Boneless pizza. And and my favorite hobby is just being lazy. I mean, I don't really want to talk about myself into that because you're not asking any questions.
Because you're just talking about yourself. I don't have to interview you.
Oh, whatever. But anyways.
I know about you already.
I mean, that's just me. So, like, I'm not trying to dox myself like Andrew's saying. But, yeah, that's general basic information.
That's it? Then we go?
Yeah, I mean, what am I going to talk about? My whole life? I mean.
No, not in episode 1.
Not in episode 1.
Hello, I'm Andre. Those wave lines have increased dramatically, and it's kind of scaring me because I hope this isn't too loud. I used to run a YouTube channel, Andre vs. Gaming, the cringiest name I ever came up with. I was a little 12-year-old. Because remember, kids, if you put versus gaming in front of something, it makes you cool. Okay. Maybe I should put the microphone in between us so you can still comment and whatnot. But I high school student. My life again, a little up and down, especially middle school year, really up and down. But I mean, I don't like to say my life is hard. I really just like to. If people know me, I know I'm pretty chill person. Oscar is pretty chill. But just like to go with the flow of things when you really need to. Sometimes that's just the best thing and the only thing you can do. But I mean, yeah, I wanted to start a podcast. I was really tired of doing gaming stuff. I thought it was kind of generic. I just didn't have any fun with it anymore. If you guys look at my old channel, it would just be thousands. If I haven't privated them, it would just be like tons of update videos. Every other video was an update video saying I'm gonna be back. Don't worry. But I mean, I think I like the more talking and the editing part than I did the playing the games and commenting on it part. I feel like maybe one day I'll go back to the whole gaming thing, but not anytime soon. Honestly, I think this podcast will be my main focus when it comes to YouTube and stuff like that. And I'm really happy with that because I feel like a podcast is just it's what I need. It's chill. It's more laid back. Hopefully, if we don't get too loud, and I always kind of wanted to start getting into editing audio, so I know when I get home, I'm gonna have a fun ass time recording the editing the
all the no words.
all the no words. Uh,
But I mean, like that's basic information about you. I mean, that's all.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is, I mean, I like to drum. I consider myself an artist. Not really. I don't think I'm a good artist, honestly. I really want to do art. I feel like some form of art will be my career. I don't if it's with editing or animation or 3D modeling or something. I feel like something with art is in my future, and I really like to draw. Even though I suck at it, I can't do anatomy. It's for the life of me. It's horrible. And what's another thing? Let's see. I like games. I like to play games. You know me. When I was younger, I was a huge Sonic fan. Like a huge Sonic fan. I still like Sonic. I won't consider myself a Sonic fanatic anymore. But I mean, I still like the games. I still dabble, and I honestly, Sonic has such a good character design. Like I love drawing Sonic just because the shapes and it's fun. Drawing Sonic's fun.
Sonic for me is like pretty easy. Drawing.
It is easy.
It's just not too complicated.
It's like just a lot
It
of.
looks complicated, but it's not
It's
complicated.
not too complicated. It's like a lot of fun shapes going on there. I just love drawing Sonic. People always ask me, cause like sometimes when I'm in class, I'll just like doodle Sonic. They'll be like, "Why are you drawing Sonic?" Cause it's fun. Jeez, leave me alone.
But yeah, could you say that's basic information?
I
Now?
say that's about basic information. Let me think. That's about basic information. Well, it's basic. I gotta pee. That's basic information. I'm not gonna pee though, cause this podcast is nearly over. So
But
sad.
Let's talk about another thing. Let's segue ourselves into another thing. The Net Nobody versus KSI thing. I know it's old, but like
I don't know much about it.
let's do let's do a recap, anyways.
I'll comment as much as I can. So I don't know much about it.
Okay, so I believe there was so Net Nobody was Skydas Minecraft, I believe, right?
I used to watch him. It's crazy. I used to watch Skydas Minecraft a lot. Here, I'm gonna fix this here. Do me a favor, Oscar, before we continue. Move move in front of me, and I'm gonna move this microphone a little bit this way.
Alright.
So I just want you to face the microphone. That's really it.
But yeah, apparently Net Nobody dropped like a music video. I don't know if it's
I guess he does music now.
apparently,
Part of him.
but like I think he does music now. And like I understand, he does music now, and I don't know if it was a diss track or not. Was it a diss track?
Yeah.
Oh, to who? I think it was like.
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't been following this thing too much.
Well,
Only thing I've been following is Then Nobody, aka Skydas Minecraft. He used to do Minecraft videos, and then he did not want to do Minecraft videos anymore because honestly, it's Minecraft. So I mean, how long can you play Minecraft before you go insane?
This is why the Diamond Minecart.
Does he still do that?
I think he does. He goes back to it, but
I used to watch like. Hold on.
TDM?
I'm sorry guys if you hear that, but I used to watch Dan TDM a lot when I started watching YouTube. And I know he's really successful now. Like he's got toys and Halloween costumes and.
That was making bank.
I mean, yeah. I went to Walmart and I was just saw Dan TDM toys right by the checkout. I was like, what the heck?
Calm down.
Like I also kind of think it's weird seeing like different YouTubers with like mainstream like toys now. Cause I mean, YouTube is turning into television now. It's kind of weird.
I mean, what can you do?
What can you
YouTube.
It's business.
YouTube is exactly. It's a business. But anyways, yeah. But so Net Nobody, he made a diss track. I don't know to who. I don't know. I don't remember.
I think it's a KSI.
Was it KSI?
I think so.
And then KSI responded back with his own diss track. And the thing is, like, Net Nobody's ex-girlfriend, I don't know if it's
Fiance.
Ex-fiance, she was in the mix.
I think.
She was in the mix, and, like, you know, she started, like, starting up, like, not much accusations, but, like, saying things about Not nobody.
Accusations.
Oh yeah, accusations. I'm not good at thought, but anyways, she was making accusations
That he was hitting her and whatnot like that.
and and like all this other stuff about him. About him like getting with other girls and stuff, and
But she actually cheated on him, I guess. I don't follow YouTube drama that much.
Not really, but
So
apparently,
if you don't mind, we wrap this up. Just kind of wrap it up. Say what you want to say.
All right then. But yeah.
I'm not really feeling this one.
But I mean, it's whatever. But
I'll let you.
But apparently, right after that diss track dropped, then nobody was just went on the Twitter, and he was just like, he gave out a video saying, this is what he wanted. Like this was his game plan this whole time and apparently he explained this on Drama Alert to Keemstar, saying that this diss track and these accusations that she made on him pretty much helps him win out the whole case, all because he wanted to see it, all because he wanted to get authority of his own son, because she don't want to let him see his son.
Not authority. He want custody.
Custody, but it's whatever. I mean, my question, my
that
thing
story,
is
I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off, but I did see that interview, and he said how the last time he saw his son, his son did not recognize him, and it honestly broke my heart.
I actually I had a tear, bro, and honestly, I don't really care about YouTube drama like that, but honestly, shed a tear, and I was just if I was just in my head, I was how could a woman do this to this man?
Money.
Yeah, but why? It's just why? But I mean, it's his kid too. I mean, at least let him see it.
Because she wants to get that child support.
Well, that's what he wanted to do. I remember in the interview, he was just I'll pay child support. He'll be I'll pay child support.
He just said, let me get my kid.
Just let me see my kid.
Yeah.
And she's no way, Jose. And what could he do? He's just so the only thing he could do is just say what he had to say on Keemstar's interview. And I don't know where the story has gone to, but I hope he gets custody for his son, bro.
Yeah.
What could she do? She's only gotten famous because of him.
Because.
And what could she really do? What could she really do?
Yeah. I feel you. Keep going. I'm gonna think of some topics.
I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, that was pretty much it.
That it? Are you sure? Positive?
I'm pretty sure because last time, because I try to keep on update for this stuff, but that's all I remember, at least. I don't know if there's any new news or anything, but we'll try to cover it if we can. Maybe, I don't know.
More on that story as it develops.
Oh man.
I also wanted to I want to talk a little bit more about this podcast. I didn't want to just dump everything on the audience. I wanted to wait a little while. I think now is a good time to talk a little bit more about the podcast, our plans for the podcast, and just
the future for it.
The future for it. Well, I mean, we don't know about that. This is episode 1. Episode 1, take 3.
But yeah. So this podcast is
also, I think take 2 was the best recording we had.
Yeah. But this podcast is just a comedy podcast, bro. We're not trying to
Don't expect us to get too serious. I mean, we can get serious. We will probably get serious at a later date. But right now, we're just gonna laugh and goof and gaff in front of a microphone for an hour and a half at the most. And I mean, that's really exciting. Don't expect us to get too political. I mean, that's not our thing. We can't even vote yet, Doug. So what does it matter?
What's the point? And we'll try not to dox anybody or anything.
Yeah. Okay. We're also not gonna. If any future guests, I know there's a lot of people who want to be a guest on this podcast, on this show. Please, because I remember take one. Our kind of guests, we didn't want to have any people there, but then we had 3 extra people there, just straight up doxed them. I was like, dang, dog. So I'm actually kind of glad that we lost the recording. I mean, I see.
But it's whatever. It's whatever.
It's whatever.
So and another thing we want to do in the podcast is interviews.
We do want to do interviews. I honestly don't. If we do interviews, I don't want it to be just an interview. I want to have a little interview segment, and then I would just want to go back to our usual goof and gaff, laugh and self with one more extra person.
Pretty much.
Also, if you don't mind goofing and gaffing in front of this microphone while I go use the restroom real quickly.
Well, I don't know.
I'll be right back. Go goof and gaff and talk about
Goof and gaff.
And if it's not goof and gaffy enough, I'll cut it out.
Don't worry about it.
Honest, do you want me to just cut this whole part out?
I mean, I'll just do what I can. But anyways, yeah, as I was saying, pretty much we want this channel to, explode one day, and we see YouTubers accomplishing their dreams, and we're over here like, what's stopping us? Like, we want to accomplish our dreams. What? What bathroom?
Where's the bathroom?
I think there's one upstairs that's open.
Upstairs?
Yeah, because the one down here is closed. What?
They're all closed.
You're gonna have to hold it. But yeah.
Pee in a bottle.
A bottle. I mean, there it is.
Let me get that bottle, B. I'm not gonna do it.
Anyways, but yeah, we just want to accomplish our dreams one day, and become big one day. Because like I said, we see these YouTubers, they accomplish their dreams. My question is like,
I'm really debating, honestly.
What?
Go right there and be in the bottle.
I won't even look, bro.
Keep talking in the microphone.
But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, we wanna accomplish our dreams one day and like just do what we wanna do. And honestly, one of the dreams I've had was like become a YouTuber. And who knows, if this channel does blow up, I might accomplish my dream, bro.
I'm not gonna do it.
Dude, come on, just
I'm not being
piss in a bottle. It's not hard.
I'm not gonna be in the bottle.
Oh my god. But yeah, what do you think? This like? What would this channel like? Damn it.
What?
Never mind. Like, what do you think about this channel, bro? Like, what do you want it to
I'm about to
accomplish?
pee in this bottle. Episode 1. Episode 1. Andre pees in a bottle.
Not clickbait. Not clickbait.
Episode 1. Andre pees in the bottle.
Not clickbait, bro.
AKA Star Miss Alexander.
I hope she doesn't see this. But anyways, yeah. I mean, Andre. I don't know about Andre, but like, I hope this YouTube channel is able to accomplish my dreams. Surprise even. I mean, my dreams. Well, one of my dreams was to become a YouTuber, and I hope I become a big YouTuber one day, and build a fan base and everything. That was one of my dreams, at least. But like, I don't know. It's just this YouTube. I hope this YouTube channel becomes something cool, and just ends up being cool. Another thing we plan on doing on this podcast is like, whatchamacallit? Well, another thing in this what do we want to do in the podcast, bro?
Whatever you want.
We're gonna flip Krabby Patties because Mr. Krabs is paying us Mr. Krabs is paying us 75 cents an hour. It's like that's not even like minimum wage. It's not even minimum wage. But yeah, it's whatever.
I'm gonna hide this back there. Please remind me about that bottle behind the house. Please do not let me forget.
Did you actually piss?
Yeah. They don't open it anymore.
Oh my god.
Please do
Put
not.
some hand sanitizer. I'm not trying to. This is before you touch anything. Put some hand sanitizer. You're like, but yeah. What do you think? What do you want this YouTube channel to accomplish?
I'm back.
But yeah, what do you want this YouTube channel to accomplish for you?
Honestly, I don't care much about the view. I really do hope this podcast gains an audience. Not even a big audience, just an audience.
I just want a fan base.
That'd be nice. But that's not what I'm in it for, honestly. I'm in it just cause. I just want to do this just to do it, honestly. It was funny because, like, Oscar and I, we just both had that idea of let's start a podcast together.
We were just like, if these people are doing it, what's stopping us?
Exactly. What's stopping us?
Like,
I'm going to give us about 10 more minutes, maybe.
10 more minutes?
10 more minutes, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Wrap it up?
About 10 more minutes.
Why don't we just, for our last thing, let's just talk about the school. And
The
like
school?
how it screwed us over.
How's the school? You can talk about you first.
The school and how it screwed us over. The vending machines, especially.
Vending machines are
Remember
pretty good.
remember the whole thing with the whole incident with the fruit snacks?
Oh my god. Second day of school, I was like, I'm about to use these heckin' vending machines. I go there because if you guys don't know, which you probably don't, how our school is set up, one building for the freshmen, one building for everybody else, We're just dookie sophomores. So we're about to, in this huge building, the first building did not get us prepared at all. And I don't But we're like, I'm about to use these new vending machines, and I'm like, I'm about to put my $1.25 in.
$1.25.
$1.25 for a bag of
For some fruit snacks.
For some fruit snacks. I get my fruit snacks. Air.
Is it the fucking
Air.
Clorox?
This is freaking fruit snacks. The last Airbender. This is the last Airbender. This is the Lorax. This is not the Lorax. When I'm about to buy $1.25 for Air, dog. It's not the Lorax.
The thing is,
Some
like,
O'Hare Corporation up in this piece.
The thing is, like, what Ajay's talking about is like when he paid $1.25, he got the fruit snacks, and like when he tried to check how much was in there, like half of the bag was like gone. Like Hancho Houdini.
It looks like someone in the factory was like, I'll take a couple, and then just sealed it with some magic seals. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like a fucking Hancho Houdini trick, bro.
Exactly. Hancho Houdini.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Was that his name? Hancho Houdini.
I don't know.
It was
That's my new name, bro. Hancho Houdini.
Hancho Houdini.
Hancho Houdini.
I don't remember his name. I only learned about him in middle school, like 6th grade.
But yeah, anyways, he got a bag, half of Air, and he's over here like he's triggered because he's just like, I didn't just pay $1.25
exactly
for a bag for like fruit snacks and half a bag of Air.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't a fucking donation. Yeah, this is a mutual trade. And, like, I paid you $1.25. I expect $1.25 worth of what you're selling me.
Exactly. I really hope that eventually we can get into that official recording room so we can get one more mic. And honestly, one more mic would be 1,000 times better, so we can have a little bit more comfortable with setup. I'm like not all up in your bubble, so the microphone hears both. And the microphone is really like if I like get a little closer, the wavelengths get a little bigger and a little bit more, reasonable.
Intense.
A little bit more intense, but if I come back, I hope it doesn't sound too far, honestly, because those waves are really small. Like, they were really small, so I really hope. But this is episode 1. There's gonna be 1,000 mistakes. I'm gonna listen back in this podcast.
That's if it saves.
10 episodes later, if it saves.
Because last time it fucked us over real good. But yeah.
You think we wanna wrap it up here, or you wanna?
No, I mean, like, we're still discussing about the whole vending machine thing.
I guess so.
I mean, he got half a bag of Air, and that was like, it was $1.25. And then my story is just like, so I wanted to get this Pepsi. Like, there was a vending machine that was selling Pepsi Max, and I was just like, oh, cool, they got Pepsi Max at least.
At least.
And I was like, I put my $1.25, and I was just like, I'm ready. What do you think I got? Pepsi Zero, bro.
What's the difference?
Oh, no, it's just like Pepsi Max. It's like regular Pepsi. I think.
No, Pepsi Max is not very. But Pepsi Max, I think, I thought Pepsi Max was like a Coca-Cola thing. It's like Coke Zero, Pepsi Max. They're same thing, like no caffeine, no calories.
This is why they call it a Pepsi Zero, bro. And like when I got.
He thinks Pepsi Max is like Pepsi, but 10 times the amount of content.
No, the thing is like
that would not be approved.
The thing is like when I got that Pepsi Zero, I was like hella triggered. I was like, why are they falsely advertising me and telling me that I'm gonna get this Pepsi Max?
Some of those just straight up not give you anything. Like, this is not a donation, okay? What? I want my fruit snack or Pepsi or whatever I put in $1.25, aka or $1.50.
Yeah, some of this shit is like $1.50.
This is not a trade. You better give me my stuff. This is not, and like...
You said it's not a trade. It's not a donation.
And it makes me a bit mad just to put the icing on the cake. They put signs on the vending machines that was like, no refunds. Like, clearly they know that this is a problem, and instead of fixing it, they're going to put a sign on it. And they don't give your money back because they don't know if you're lying or not, which I guess is understandable because people can be like,
but why are we lying about something so stupid?
I put $50 in the vending machine and didn't give my money back.
Like, how you gonna put $50 in? Except one. But no, the thing is, like, I was triggered too. I was just like, what the fuck does vending machine think it is? And like, did it scam me? I was like, too fat. Take this fucking Pepsi Zero.
Pepsi Zero.
And put it up your ass.
It's probably the same. I've honestly never heard of Pepsi Zero or Pepsi Max. So it's probably the same thing. But they only sell diet stuff and whatnot. But
it's because of who? Michelle Obama. Like, no hate Michelle, but like, seriously, what the fuck? I just wanted regular Pepsi. But what do you give us?
I can't wait to edit this. I'm gonna be.
But like, what do we get? not even we can't even get regular Pepsi. We gotta get that diet stuff. And I'm over
Diet
there like,
stuff.
why? Hello.
I forgive you.
We are leaving these in here for Miss Alexander.
All right then.
I'll let her know. I won't. But...
She already knows. I just talked to her.
Okay,
Alright,
cool.
Put them right here.
Anyways,
Don't ruin them.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
You too.
That is a stop.
Don't worry about it. Because we got Audacity, so we can come back with that music. But, I mean, I think that's a good place to wrap it up anyways. It's getting a little late.
I mean, we almost hit our mark. We almost
We're
hit
at
no.
an hour and 10 minutes. I think that's good. I gotta edit this.
I mean, like, yeah, we gotta edit this. And who knows how heavily edited you gotta do this. It might not even be an hour.
I honestly might not even bleep that much. I'll bleep
A few.
a few. I'll bleep some words. I'll look for a couple of them.
But
And I'll leave a couple of them unbleeped. 'Cause I'm lazy. And this is an hour, 10-minute podcast. And then I have to add music in the beginning and music in the outro. Speaking of music, I think that's it. That's it for episode 1.
Yeah, I mean, we got nothing else to talk about.
Guys, that wraps up episode 1 of the O.A Podcast. Again, I'm your host, Andre, here with my co-host, Oscar. That is it, guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week / weekend / summer / winter / yesterday.
Slash yesterday. Anyways,
And I hope
yeah, if you like what you hear, just like, I don't know, leave us a like.
comment.
Or
Let
comment. You know what? Just comment.
let
Don't
us
even-
know how we can improve. Let us know what we can do,
If you-
guys.
If you like what you heard, just leave a like if you really did, and if you dislike what you heard, just leave a dislike. I mean, it's our first episode. What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do, guys? That wraps it up. Honestly, I'm excited for the future of this podcast, and that's it.
We'll see you next time
Bye.
on the O.A Podcast.
Bye.